Boom.
Boom.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is a little song that we call the GMT Extra, the GMT Podcast, right? So on air you can talk about everything, but not just
and nothing. Yeah, exactly.
Because CAK really be listening to us and all of that. And the good thing about Elon Musk's internet, Elon Musk owns the internet.
Now he does because he owns Twitter. Does he?
Actually, not.
He hasn't got in the papers.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that need to verify, but it's more to do with like the bots situation. There's a lot of bots on Twitter. So when people are saying Twitter is not a real place,
it's not a real place, and we don't have real people there. Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. Twitter is a place. Anyway, before we even get into Twitter. So guys, welcome. Of course, Wangechi in the place.
Gang.
Yeah, gang.
No, I'm not in a gang, but yeah, gang.
No, gang and all of that. It's just made me think about how 50 was talking about whenever he's on like new songs with new rappers who like are in gangs and they're like gang. He has to say, no, I don't gang. Just in case like guys, pull up to him. But anyway, talking about Twitter and everything. Have you ever gotten hate on Twitter?
Have I ever gotten hate on Twitter? I think everybody has gotten hate on Twitter. I think it's every day that you get hate on Twitter. Somebody can have this comment about... I saw even the last time somebody was saying that my boobs had veins, so that was yuck.
What?
Yeah, because like in the video, like I have like a see-through thing. Yeah. I was just like, have you seen boobs before? Which veins are those? That's a shadow.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't really pay attention.
Like someone actually zoomed in to see that?
Yeah, somebody actually zoomed in to see that. But every time I get hate, I picture somebody in a shoddy room, just lying on a mattress, just deciding to disturb my life.
Oh, you've seen that very important picture. Yeah, no, it'd be like that sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Oh man, hate is one of those things where, if you wake up and ain't no hate, something's wrong.
You ain't doing the right thing.
But then again, also I feel like people put too much energy towards it. You could really just be like in your own bubble, like I think about it. It's me and, like me and my fellow Teletubbies. How they used to be on that hill?
Yeah.
And they'd just be like, what were the names of the Teletubbies?
Tinky, Winky, Deepsy, La La, Po, Teletubbies. That's how you know it through the song. Well, but there were 5.
There were 5 of them.
There were 4. Tinky, Winky, Deepsy, La La, Po.
All I remember is that they just used to be the BBC spent quite a bit of money on that.
But it was a hit. It was a hit.
What is your favorite cartoon growing up?
Favorite cartoon growing up must have been Ed, Edd and Eddy. I love those 3 guys. And that Jawbreakers. Always on that
Jawbreakers. Yeah. Then there was this guy with the bike. What is it called? Kevin.
Yes, Kevin with a bike.
Kevin with a bike.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the bike had a muffler and it really didn't have an engine.
What?
It was just...
I hope they grew up though. I think they should do an Ed and Eddy now when they're teenagers and stuff like that.
I think they must have like OD'd on something. Like Jawbreakers, they probably don't have no teeth. Or they probably graduated to like armed robbery because man, the plots to make some money to buy Jawbreakers, nuts.
Best thing in the world. And the Plank guy with like the cartoon, Plank, that they used to talk to. Fantastic.
And
cartoon.
the girls, what are they called? The girls who used to bully Ed and
the girls.
Yeah, there used to be the 3 girls who were like, they used to always be, they were in love with Ed and Eddie. Yeah. And they always used to like bully them. Don't you remember the girls?
I think I remember the girls.
Yeah.
When I was a baby a long time ago.
Were they like girl guides or something?
Yes,
something like that.
They were girl guides. Were
you ever a scout?
I tried to be a scout, but then my mom told me I was in too many clubs. So I need to now tone it down a bit. But I couldn't even match like a scout. So I used to do a monkey walk. The first time when it was time to raise the flag, I did like a small monkey walk. The whole of the assembly started laughing. That's when I knew I'm no longer being a scout.
I wish I'd have been a scout at some point. I wanted to be one. Then my mom said the uniform's too expensive.
So they all had a reason.
Like, what? Come on, man. Like, I thought we were, yeah. But anyway, she told me it was too expensive. But, I digress on all of that. How did you get into rap?
How did I get into rap? How I started writing and how I got into the industry.
How you got into it? Because, if I was to tell you how I got into rap, for me...
You're a rapper?
No, like how rap for me. Because I am a part of it, by virtue of listeners and playing music and all of that. It must have been through my cousins, my elder cousins. Also listening to radio back in the day. There used to be a guy called Papa Shark, like way back in the day. Yeah, so all of that, and just, you know, the influences of this and that. So I was just like, okay, what is this? I like it. What? And I think my elder cousins and relatives just kind of, you know, put me into it.
Put you into it, yeah. That's an old story. Papa Shark. Now they have grey.
It's genetic.
Yes, I like it though. Yeah. It's a very nice age. How I got into rap was Necessary Noise was playing on the TV.
Oh yeah.
I attached to Nazizi and I said I want to be like that. Memorized all her raps, and then so I started like now being her, like memorizing the raps, rapping like her, performing in assembly. Then after that, like in class,
assembly.
Oh yeah, I used to do performances like in class 5, you know. Bless my room, all up in there, blah blah blah. Then like class 6 when I actually just started now writing like joke type of raps and stuff like that. Then it grew. Started with gospel though. I was a gospel rapper first before I became.
I mean, church was the only place you could perform before the club.
Church is where all musicians came from, by the way.
Well.
No. That's a bookie point.
It's a very African thing. You know, everybody used to sing in church, but I'm still waiting for, like, you know, in places that are a bit more civilized, for someone who tells me, like, I used to perform at the Freemason temple. You know what I'm saying? Or like, yeah, it's one of those things.
I used to perform for the Freemasons, now I'm here.
Before we, you know, before we're over there doing all of these different things they used to, well, we've heard that they do. So church,
So not church, though. I'm just saying, like, now I started writing like gospel rap. And then it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And by Form 1, I was a full-blown high school rapper. And then now you start listening to more people around that, because now you're getting the understanding that it's not only Nazizi who raps, but that's your introduction to it. But there are now other guys who do rap around that.
That's easy. Yeah. So Form 1, what high school were you in?
I was in Precious Blood, Riruta, not Kilung, Riruta.
Precious Blood, Riruta. Quite a lot of smart people went to that school.
We're all a bit smart over here.
So now you're performing to the ladies over there. What was the reception like?
No, I was never performing in assembly. I used to perform it like in the dorm room and stuff like that. But it was a quiet performance, because I never wanted people to know I could rap. So I just used to write it like on my desk and stuff like that.
No beatboxing, nothing.
Who's gonna beatbox for me in an all-girls school?
You didn't have like a gang of girls who were like into rap?
Nah, girls are not into rap. Nah. I was just me and my one moment, Miss Nanga crew, was Kathleen Messon, the automatic rifle. Sorry, that's one of my bads,
That must be interesting, because, you know, thinking about high school and all of that, I'm kind of like you. I've never really been into cliques, but I think I was affiliated to, you know, like the rugby club, that kind of thing. But at what point in high school did now people know that Wangechi can rap?
Never, because I was in the choir.
What?
Yeah, so I was in the choir. I did a whole music theory course. Like, I'm very well versed in music and like everything. So I did music for my KCSE. Yeah. So it's 4 years of music. So I was in the choir. So you can't be rapping when you're in the choir. When you're in the choir, you're doing altos. I was an alto. Wow. An alto is a deeper voice, because you can see my voice is a bit over here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Music for me was just, I don't know. I did it in primary school. You know, we were studying music back then, but I didn't want to really pursue it per se. At that point, I was I think I'm from that whole era where, you know, your parents, you're really telling them, I could get into this thing, and they're like, no, don't get into this thing. Yeah. So, you know, at that point, because it was either you pick music, business, CRE.
CRE was compulsory. How many guys?
What? No.
I was in a Catholic girls' school. CRE was compulsory.
Oh, okay. It was either that or agriculture.
So you took agriculture? You're a farmer?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually did agriculture. Like, I can tell you all about
maize.
Not maize. I'll put it further. I can tell you more about how to come up with, like, you know, a compost pit and all of those different kind of things. But that's in a past life.
You've never done it. Do you farm?
Yeah, in a way.
Okay.
Tea. Okay. But, I mean, tea is, you just grow those bushes.
You don't have a compost pit.
And that's it. Okay. Nothing. Yeah. But Maybe not. But I think at that point I was just doing it because I probably wanted to be somewhere on a ranch and just chill. And yeah, I've never really been a city kind of guy. Yeah,
the city is not. I don't like the city either.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd relocate to like?
I'd go so far away from Nairobi.
Where?
I like the tea in Kiambu, in Limuru. So I feel like Limuru is one of the places I'll go to very soon.
But it's cold over there.
I love cold weather. Like when I woke up today and I found out it was cold, I was like, yes, cold weather.
So you'd pick going to Tigoni any day?
Any day.
And not going to Lamu?
No, I can't be too much heat for too long. It's not my vibe.
So you never you go to coast like maybe 2 days, boom, back. Can't stay for long.
I went for coast one day for 7 days and I was literally forcing people to get out of the house. Let's go back to Nairobi. That's too much.
So if you were to sit down and I know right now you're working on a lot of new music, you've got a joint joint album, which is going to be a problem. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. I thought you were about to say something else.
No.
So, yeah.
If you were to pick somewhere to go sit and write music for, say, like a week or something, you'd go to a cold place.
That's what I did, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so all this music was written last year, like around August and September, and we went all the way to Mangu, where there's like a forest inside there, and we have like a small family home there. Yeah. So that's where I did all my writing. And immediately I finished this media run and finished the album, go back, write again.
Oh, wow. So what's writing like for you? Like, how do you sit down and write? Like, people have some very interesting creative processes. What's yours like?
My process is I need to be in a very quiet place and I don't need to have too much disturbing me, like phone and everything like that. And I like to pick the beat first. So I already come with a beat in mind that I'm going to use for writing this thing. And then the writing process is always, as a rapper, you have to start strong and end strong. So start strong. So figure out your first line.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do inside there, sing, blah, 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 and figure out how you're going to end it. So those are the two things I focus on, how I'm starting this bar and how I'm ending the 16.
I like that.
But I enjoy it. It's actually, even somebody was asking me yesterday, what's my favorite part of music? And it's literally just the writing.
Really?
And singing, yeah.
So you have to really go inside yourself and be like, I really want to write this, what, different. Are there like random times you're just chilling and you get an idea and you're like, I want to write about this particular thing?
Of course, all the time. All the time God is just sending you signals. This is the song.
This is
the song. This is the song.
So do you write on your phone?
I write a lot, actually.
Yeah.
If I have a bar, I just immediately put it down because I know I'll forget.
Yeah.
Because we grow older.
Because a lot of rappers do that. I was just watching Atlanta the other day. Paperboy and all of that. And what some kid had... he'd alleged that some kid had stolen his phone.
I've watched that episode. Yeah.
It's just like... Atlanta, for me, I got to a point, I don't think I could watch 2 episodes back to back.
Really?
Because I'm just like, I don't know what level of wokeness that is.
I think this new season has more anthology in it. Like, most of the episodes, it's not about Paperboy anymore. It's about, like, Black history and all that.
Yeah.
I liked the seasons before more than I do like season 3.
For me, season 3, I'm just like, But what I liked the most about this particular season was that part where, where... What's the rapper friend, the one who's on this very woke movie, Get Out?
Get Out, yeah.
When they went to that Nigerian joint, it was the most authentic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really did look very authentic.
Yeah, to eat jollof, and then to eat jollof.
I love jollof. Every week I have to have jollof.
Oh, every week?
Every week, preferably on a Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, every week, shout out to Kitchenette. They've got the realest jollof.
Kitchenette, I'm going to check it out.
100%. It's literally right behind here. Down the road from ABC, as you go down, boom, realest ever. Let me tell you, if you want to know a place is 100% Nigerian, first and foremost, they call it chop. They call it food, like, can we get some chop? That's it. And also, if you go to, if you want to know a place is real Nigerian, they're going to have signs that say, don't smoke weed here.
Why can't you smoke weed there?
Weed everywhere. Like when you go to Lagos, they just smoke weed everywhere. So now this is Kenya, and Nigerians will definitely gravitate to a place that has authentic food. So when you see the signs, don't smoke weed. Boom.
That's it. That's good.
Yeah, they've got some proper food.
Yeah. I've never packed, can you say packed?
Yeah,
I've never packed to Nigerian food, by the way.
Really?
I think I had a bad first experience. I was just like, this texture, this heat, it's not my cup of tea, so I just ordered for chicken wings wherever we were.
What did you order chicken wings? What is this? Somewhere?
Over here down, Ashanti. Mama Ashanti.
Oh,
Mama,
okay.
that's not your...
They're like light?
Nigerian.
Yeah, not...
You said it's called kitchenette.
Kitchenette.
Okay, so I shall...
No worries, I'll send you.
I told you rappers,
some of it.
okay,
Kitchenette.
Kitchenette.
So what's like your go-to dish?
A curry.
Oh.
So I like Thai curries. Oh, I can whip up a fantastic Thai curry. Indian curries. So I'm a curry babe. Curry and a rice and a naan and anything. I'm in heaven. Wow. I elevate into heaven.
Curry, that's... I used to eat quite a bit of Indian back in the day, but now... but I'm a basic foodie. Like, I'm not complicated. My weeks are so... It's chicken, fish, jollof.
Wow.
Chicken, fish,
jollof.
Yeah, maybe bhajias, kidogo, but I'm not complicated, and a lot of greens, you know, as age catches up. And fruits, quite a bit of that. Yeah,
okay.
But nah, not too much of a foodie.
I'm a complicated foodie. Because I have like so many intolerances. So I'm intolerant to gluten, I'm intolerant to lactose, eggs. Literally anything you put on a plate, I can be intolerant to it. So I really have to watch what I eat.
Why? Like, is this...
my stomach, during like the accident, so it had to be like replaced. And so now it's not the same system. So many things were not doing the things they should be doing inside there. Yeah.
How was that, recovering from all of that?
It was a trip. I don't even think I fully recovered, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, still get pains and all of that?
Still every day my back is paining, still have my stomach issues. Also mental, you also know, like, that's something I forgot to notice. You see your body repairing itself, but you also ask yourself, what about your mind? Is it also repairing itself at the same pace? Because you probably do need to go through therapy, so that's something I should also look into, to see how my mind is doing. But
your parents have been, they've definitely been very supportive.
Oh, my mom was a soldier. My mom was such a soldier through it and everything.
Wow, because I remember when that happened, so many people talking about this and that and everything, but also, you know, as a journalist, you have to get both sides of the coin, because everybody will be like, oh, that happened. But now on this other side, because you're talking about, you know, the mental effects of all of it and everything. It's crazy. I'm glad that you're able to talk about that, especially now. May is the month that, you know, we get to talk about mental health and all of that.
Yeah, mental health awareness month.
Yes,
okay.
It actually is. And a lot of people, you know, when you talk to us guys in our generation, at least we're able to talk about it, but older people are now accepting it a bit more, but still...
they don't get it.
There's employers who just don't get it as well. But have you been able to like bring it out a lot more in your music, or do you intend to now bring it out a lot more?
I intend to bring it out a lot more in my music, because people who think the break was just like a 3-year break for me, like just getting out for music, but I had the realization that, let's say after the accident, I was boosted back into the industry immediately, because people wanted a song, you know, like those songs like Kanye, Through the Wire, blah, blah, blah. People wanted to know what's happened. Everybody was just, it was too much happening at the same time. And so I don't think I took the right processes of recovery. And at one point, your body and your mind just tells you, stop everything. Stop, cut the lights, cut the cameras, dead ass, cut the cameras, You need to take some time off and deal with it.
Yeah.
Because it's a very traumatic thing. Yeah, so there's like PTSD involved and all that thing inside there.
Because everybody's just looking at you like, they're like, okay, cool.
Literally binoculars on you at the same time,
So, like, how did you react to people telling you, we want this kind of music and all of that? Or you were just like, yo?
When I was young, I can say I didn't have the... Right now, I'm really grown into the person that I am. So I really have my mind. So if you tell me something and I don't believe it, I'll just be like, I don't want to do that. But before then, I used to listen to too many people around me.
Yeah.
So I would listen to the fans, I listen to the management, I listen to my mom, I listen to the church. So it was a lot of pressure to create a song, and I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had to do it because guys are coming, that do going to a restaurant. Somebody's asking you, so what's the album going to be about? You have to talk about this accident, how it happened. I don't want to talk about it, but It comes with the game.
It does. What would you say has been the greatest mistake that you've made in the industry?
Greatest mistake?
Yeah.
As in a mistake I'd go back and rewind?
Yeah, you'd go back and be like, I gotta tweak this.
I always say it, owning my own masters.
Ah, really? Tell me about that.
I realized I did not own them at a point in my life. Yeah. So
have you been able to sort that out yet, or still?
No, I let go of it because that was gonna be too much commotion to figure out how I was gonna buy them and get them back and stuff like that. And also you remember you're the musician also behind it, so you can make more music. But now it's literally every single song I release, I own that shit. Yeah.
So it was just, I mean, you thinking about that time, you're younger. Of course, a lot of people want to work with you, what, deals here, there, and everything. And you didn't have as much information about music. You were just like, vibes.
No, and I blew up at 19.
Yeah.
So what are you at 19? Remember yourself at 19. What exactly do you know at 19? Apart from I'm a hot ass rapper, put me on a beat, blah, blah, blah. Things blow up so quickly. You're in university. You're just trying to finish your degree. So you're not really thinking about masters.
Yeah.
And also your parents are not versed in the music industry. And that time we didn't have as much knowledge about IP.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're just doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Then it reaches one point when it's time for you to cut ties. And it's just like you're literally cutting ties with the past and also with your music.
Yeah.
And then guys would be like, you no longer have your music on YouTube, on SoundCloud. And I'm just like,
taken down, you're like, what's going on?
I'm just like, I don't have control of it.
So who helped you through all of that?
Myself.
Yeah? Had to go learn all about intellectual property, all of that. No lawyers involved. You were just like, let's proceed with it.
Even intellectual property, I learned more about it when I was in that case with the guys who used my image for an advertisement.
Oh, I remember.
That's the actual time when I really saw what IP law does look like. And we actually did, because it was the first case of itself. I would have let it go, but then I thought about it being like, other guys can be helped with this thing. With the image rights and knowing who exactly owns the image to a photo.
Yeah.
So you're walking in blankets and when somebody takes a photo of you, they send it to a company. So is it the photographer or me who owns it? So I was like a jurisprudence. It's called precedent. When you set a precedent of who exactly does
go
own.
Back to all of that and look at it. Because a lot of people don't understand it. Like, I'm glad that we're recording this on the day after Sauti Sol put out that statement and said that our song was used without us guys having come to an agreement with, this political party and all of that. And you will see Kenyans hating.
Imagine.
And they're just like, listen, you guys are about to mess with the fifth and what? Like, it's crazy that people don't actually understand all of that.
There's little knowledge about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Very little knowledge.
There's little knowledge about it, but I remember back when, maybe about 2013 or something, there's actually a lot of international courses that you can do to understand about intellectual property and all of that. But I think a lot of people getting into like the creative industry don't necessarily understand it, right? But from your interaction with so many young musicians out here, would you say that guys have started to understand it? It's still cloaks and daggers.
It's still like cloaks and daggers. There's even one prominent young guy who had just started off, who gave me a call, I think 2 years ago, and he's just like, yo, this company has used my words, and I'd like to know what I can do about that. And I was just like, let me send you my lawyer's number so you guys can discuss that stuff. So it's literally, there's no knowledge out there. And I think that's why more companies are able to go through with using whatever they want to use at any time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's one of those things that people also need to, with the internet, there's a lot to find. There's a lot of information. If you go digging for it, you can actually find it.
Of course.
Now, as we wrap up, of course, you're back. We've touched on it a bit. Of course, on the radio show, we touched on it. New music coming.
New music set, new music on its way. More is coming in like 2 weeks' time. I can say like 2 weeks' time or something like that. Yeah.
You did mention you've got that joint project.
Yes, I have that joint project that you keep on mentioning.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have never said.
I'm very interested in it, and of course, nobody else. Well, maybe, who have you told? Have you told anyone?
I've told some people. There are a few people who know, actually. Yeah, it's a very down under type of thing until it's announced.
Okay. So
But there was a sort of a leak. But I changed it, yeah.
As we...
Spotify had put the wrong photo of something, but then I had to tell them to take it down, yeah. Interesting.
Okay, by end of day we shall know.
End of day today?
Yeah.
How?
Maybe not even end of day. I'll make some calls.
Yeah,
or you could just
none
tell
of the calls.
You could just
I cannot.
So in 2 weeks, there's going to be quite a lot of brand new music. So that means you're going to be out and about, touring and everything. And we still have to connect you to Nasty C.
Oh, please. Yeah?
No problem.
Please, yeah?
Nasty C, we're definitely going to connect you to him. Yeah, because we need you to, transition now that you're back in full gas, all gas. All the way, SA, Lagos, Kilapali, so that we can, make something good out of it. Is music the only thing you want to concentrate in?
Right now, also again during the 3 years, I managed to find out that I'm really good in like entrepreneurship and stuff like that, and bees on the side. So now when that's settled, then I've created my own structure inside there. Now it's full-time music. So because that one already has its full-time structure.
That's good. That's good. A lot of people were able to discover so many different things, over the period 2020 shutting down and all of that. Alrighty, thank you very much for spending time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, very interesting conversation. Yes. I can't wait to watch this. And of course, guys, like we've said, brand new music coming in from Wangechi.
Brand new music coming in.
Yeah, yes. It's going to be available everywhere.
Always available everywhere.
Yeah.
Shazam it in your car, you're going to find it.
100%.
100%.
And we're going to find out who the joint album is with.
Coming up soon. Very soon you're going to find out.
You got a date? June? Or?
The day keeps on moving.
So as of right now?
Right now it might even be July.
No,
but really? The announcement is going to be in June, but yeah, the drop-in is going to be in July.
There you have it.
Right before elections.
Exclusive, right before elections. Great music. Yeah, something that you're going to listen when you're queuing up to vote for
whoever you vote for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you very much once again for spending time with us on
Thank you for having me.
GMT Podcast.
GMT Podcast.
The GMT
with
Podcast.
Wangechi.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Boom.